What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So AT&T, big news with AT&T. They sold their stake in DirectTV and their video business to TPG. So this is really interesting. They're receiving $7.8 billion in the deal, which will pay down its mounting debt load. So this is really interesting. So it acquired DirectTV for $48.5 billion. Okay, and had more than $67 billion in debt, okay, according to this. So now I'm going to just jump to the stock and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. We're going to look at the PE ratio of AT&T, and then we're going to make a decision. I'm going to make a decision on what I'm going to do with AT&T. I think you already know, but let's just look at this stock right now and see how it's doing. So AT&T is $29.54. So as a stock, it's not really increasing. Okay, it's not increasing its price per share as much. It's a huge multi-conglomerate. So it yields a 7% dividend yield. The PE was right around 9.09 last time I checked on Zacks, which is okay. But at the same time, they're paying off their debt. So that's what they're doing. They're still paying investors their dividend. So it's still very attractive as a dividend investor. And the price per share is, it's right where it's not going to increase that much. It's not going to increase the dividend right now because they're paying off debt. So I think that's very smart for those guys to do that as a company. So they are less than $30 right now. So that is huge if you are a investor or a dividend investor, because that 7% dividend yield is just going to add up over time a lot faster than something that's like a 2% dividend yield. So that's one thing that you need to consider when you look at AT&T stock. So I'm going to look at Verizon stock and compare that to AT&T. So right now, AT&T is just getting killed versus Verizon. Since inception, it's down 51.50% versus 617.20 or 0.27%. Verizon is a very attractive stock for dividend investors, but AT&T is a huge conglomerate. So that's one thing that you need to consider with AT&T is it's huge. Sure, it's in debt, but it's huge. And so is Verizon. Verizon's price per share is increasing over time. It's right at what, $55.66. So you're going to get a nice bang for your buck in both of these stocks and dividend stocks. Verizon's dividend has increased over time. It's still pretty nice. It's right around 4.6%. So that's the nice thing with these two stocks in the communication sector. These are two stocks that I'm probably going to buy in the future. Well, I own AT&T. I'm going to continue to buy AT&T, but Verizon's another stock that I'm highly considering buying in the future once I attack the communication sector. Verizon's not going to jump up too fast, so that's what I like about investing in that stock and why I'm considering investing in that stock. It yields a nice dividend too, which I will jump to in a second. But Verizon is, if you want to invest in a traditional or Roth IRA, Verizon's a good stock for that because it will increase its price per share. It has a high yield dividend, right around 4.6%. The PE ratio is very nice, as I will reveal in a few seconds. But look how Verizon has done against AT&T over time since inception. That is huge. AT&T is a very good stock. Don't get me wrong. Verizon's a very good stock, but it just depends what you want to do. So AT&T is just for the dividends. Verizon, if you want to buy and trade and stuff, that's not a bad stock to do. But again, the nice dividend percentage is what everybody wants. And the S&P's down 0.24%. Not too bad. But again, this is what we want as investors. We want to know, are we getting a good bang for our buck? Okay. If we are going to buy, sell, and trade stocks like Verizon, AT&T, are we going to get a profit by selling it? I know people with AMC, they did they bought in real fast and then they sold, try to get a profit. But this one, both of these stocks, you really can't do that because it's not going to jump up too fast. It's not going to jump up, too slow. Well, I'm speaking of Verizon, but Verizon's just a very good stock. I mean, overall, if you want to look at increasing your net asset value, I would say Verizon's better. And increasing its dividend, Verizon's up there. Okay, I would say they're better because their price per share and their dividend's going to increase over time. AT&T right now, okay, it'll be still that price at right around $30 or so, but it's not going to jump up. So day trading, buying, trading, and selling, I don't think so with AT&T. But let's jump to Verizon's dividend history. So look at this. It's a 4.53% dividend yield, PE ratio 12.77, $2.51 annual dividend. So 51 cents, 53 cents, 55, 57, 59. Look at that. Okay, so it is increasing its dividend over time. That's what we like. 62 cents. Okay, so that's something that's very attractive. So, this is something that you need to look at when you invest in stocks is distribution rates, distribution times. So if you have an M1 Finance dividend portfolio, that's one thing that you need to look into with Verizon and AT&T is when do they distribute their dividends? Because that way you can start buying more shares once your price per share increases. So both great stocks. Verizon, I think overall is if you want to increase your net asset value and buy and trade and sell, I would say probably 80%, 90% of investors will say Verizon's a better stock. I think overall Verizon's a better stock, but again, AT&T is for those Benjamins because it's cheaper and you get a good bang for your buck. Well, again, you get a good bang for your buck in Verizon, but I'm in for the Benjamins. So let me know what you think of this video. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. I put a lot of time into this. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so we made it to 4,000. You guys have been fantastic on this channel. And let me know, is Verizon your stock or is AT&T your stock or both? Let me know what you think. Put that in the comment section. You guys have a great weekend. Have a good Friday and be safe.